Here's something to sink your teeth into. Welcome, Fang fans, to the UK premiere of Dracula Untold. Please make some noise for the director of Dracula Untold, Mr. Gary Shaw! Like a bat out of hell, it's Vlad himself, Luke Evans!
Look, one more to the right, please.
Tonight's leading lady has arrived, the gorgeous Sara Gadъn! It's the devilishly dashing Charles Danс! Tell us about how this is a different interpretation of the character to perhaps what we've seen before.
Well, the biggest difference is that it's not the Bram Stoker story. It's it's 400 years before he was even born, and it's about the human, the man that walked this earth in the 1400s. It's Vlad the Impaler, and it's following his story. It's the human story, which most people wouldn't know about. It's not. It's the. I mean, it is the origin story of the most famous vampire that's ever been written about, and. You follow his journey and his tribulations, and you know he's a father and a fighter and a prince and a husband, and a lot of things are going on in his life. And it's a very different story. It's very refreshing, and the response I've been getting from people that have seen the movie is that they are not expecting what they find.
Luke is, apart from being this kind of handsome hunk and unbelievably talented, he's also very generous, because he just allowed me to kind of crawl all over him and breathe my 1,000-year-old breath in his face, and didn't complain once.
Normally women in vampire films, they're harnessing this forbidden love, this love that, you know, they can't, you know, it's about control. But Luke and I kind of begin the film in this state of pure, beautiful love that we really get to express in a lot of different ways. And we spend the entire movie kind of fighting to protect our family and to keep our love alive.
When Vlad, the real life character, was around, they just created a printing press. So his story of drinking blood became the first kind of sensationalist horror stories to be sold around the world. So you're dealing with all these different point of views, and ours was no different. You know, we wanted to take our own point of view. So there's a little bit of history there at the beginning, which this is based on, and obviously we have to make that bridge into fiction, which is the Dracula that Bram Stoker created and everybody came to know.
There's so much mileage, and don't ask me why, in this character, in this creation of Bram Stoker's. I just think we like to have our spines tingled, do you know?
Why do you think people love vampires as much as they do?
Well, I mean, they're really sexy, so there's that. But I think that vampires provide this catalyst for us to explore themes that we're just innately interested in as humans, themes about love and control and temptation, withholding, those kinds of things. It never gets old.
What is it about vampires, in your opinion, that makes them such an alluring character to so many people?
I don't know, I think there's a really interesting juxtaposition there between the person that's on the outside. In Vlad's case, it's like, as we came to know him, you know, Dracula is this like suave, debonair kind of prince, and just this gnarly, you know, hideous chemo vampire, just, you know, right below the surface. And there's something complex and interesting about that I think, you know, people keep on going back to want to explore.
And we talked about what we were going to do with this film and the story that we wanted to tell, and we had a lot to prove. Both Gary and I, we had a lot to prove, and we wanted to tell a story that no one would really know a lot about. And yeah, it's the untold story.
well, it's fantastic. The reaction is great, you know. Word is out that the film is very good.
Right, straight ahead, please. Just the floor. Guys, run to the right again, please.
Back to your right, Sarah. Middle. Back in the middle.
Okay, guys, all to the right again, please.
Sarah, back to your right, please.
One more together, that's it.
And then middle.
Hey, guys,